I don't even know how to start this vid. I can't lie. I got that ass.
Nigga.
Cause like, okay, just bear with me. Welcome back, everybody, to the T3 channel. We're back today for a very serious video, a very serious topic. It's essentially an emergency meeting, but with rival fans. We have the top left, my top left. We have AK, as you can see, the jersey he's wearing. We got Chook in the top right now. Chelsea fan wearing a Barca kit right now. I don't know why I have shame. We have Dag Maui, Dougie, Chelsea fan, kissing that badge. Yeah, you know you have Conference League next week. We'll be there. We have me, and of course now United fans, and then the winner, I guess the person that is in the best mood, the most celebratory mood, Bodhi Chivo Tam, the Spurs fan. And today I basically...
That doesn't even sound right, bro. That doesn't even sound right, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. But today I brought everyone here today to talk about United mostly. But before we even get into United talks, I'm going to just give Bodhi the stage to just talk about... Because I think he deserves to talk about what this means to his club. You know what I'm saying?
I have quite a bit to say, you know, after years and years of embarrassments, you know, every single day, like, where's your trophy? Tottenham, you know, trophyless, you know, when was your last final? You know, embarrassment after embarrassment. You guys coming after me. I would say my team, and guys would laugh at me. Oh, they have fans. Oh, this, oh, that. Bro, you know what? At the end of the day, this is one of the greatest days of my life. Like, to be honest, like, I think Wednesday was one of the greatest days in my entire life. That whole match, I couldn't sit down. I actually could not sit down that whole match. I was pacing around, and like when we won, I cried. I can't lie, I cried. And the first person I called was Temi. First person I called, I had to. I had to flaunt it. To be honest, that's another European Cup before Arsenal's won a European trophy at all. That's...
Why are we giving fake stats, bro?
Oh, no. Let's talk about it, though, to be honest.
Oh, why are we giving fake stats? No, you see, you know what's funny to me, yeah?
Keep your second place. Continue, like, get second again. It was second against Man City, and it was second again. Now it's second against Liverpool.
You see what happens, yeah? See, these clubs, they don't win jack. As soon as they get a taste of a trophy, all of a sudden they think they're big talkers, bro. I don't know who you think you are.
I don't need to be a big talker. Arsenal are the biggest talkers, but yet they win nothing all the time.
I hear the sidekicks talking, bro. This is the real biggest club here, fam. The real biggest is right here, man. Yo, let's just talk about it, bro. Come on, man. Yo, it goes Chelsea first. I have to give it a Spurs because, you know, they just won a European Cup. Arsenal, until you win something significant, you're going to have to sit low, bro. I ain't going to lie.
It's not every single day FA Cup, man.
What have you won in the last 3 years, bro?
Huh?
What have you won in the last? What have you won in the last 3 years, bro?
We won our pride. What about you guys?
Shameless.
Office pride.
Yo, why are we focusing? The topic of discussion. Yo, why is United fans laughing? The topic of discussion today was talking about how did you guys give Spurs? How? To
be honest, even going into that match, we weren't like looking good. Like, to be honest, we lost all creativity in our midfield. Bergvall was injured. Kulusevski was injured. Okay, Madison was injured. So, like, I understand that we had one shot on target and we won the game, like, through that. But to be honest, like, it's not even... I can't even put all the blame on United players. We have to talk about Amorim.
Nah, fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that, bro. Man United turned Brennan Johnson into a permanent English legend, bro. Like, niggas put Brennan Johnson in the rafters, man. Brennan Johnson has more European Cups than Santi Cazorla. Does that sound right with you?
Wow.
Hey.
It's always...
I'm saying
it's like the world is against us. Everyone says, oh, nah. Arsenal fans...
Because you make the world against you. Arsenal fans put themselves against everybody. And now when it's time for you to actually take it, now you guys are running, complaining that everybody's against you.
Hey man.
Pause.
Look, let's get into the real what we're really here to talk about today. You know, all of you have made your points already, going back and forth. So me, I can't lie, I was too distraught to even bring up talking points. So Dougie has a talking points for today. We're each gonna be, I guess, asked one of 3 topics. We'll go not in order, like we'll just talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Give our opinion, we move on. So Dougie, take it away, man.
My first is because today we are brought upon the shambles of what is Manchester United. I thought, why not help our little brothers with what are some 3 key departures and 3 key signings that you guys would think that would help them achieve mid-table status?
Okay.
No, nigga, that's foul, bro.
Okay.
That's foul, bro.
Why is that foul? They're 15th. Next step is like what, 10th, 8th, and then maybe they'll reach top 5, top 6. But right now, let's be realistic. 3 departures, 3 signings to reach mid-table.
I'm actually gonna be dead ass right now. Man United, despite being like the definition of a joke right now, they have incredible signing pull power still based on their reputation. And like,
Where's the money go? Where the money at?
That's my thing. That's my thing. Like, we talk about how, like, we have the pull power. If this was even a year ago, 2 years ago, I might still argue that. Genuinely, right now, I don't believe in that. We don't even have the money. We have no money, bro.
This is why we said 3 key departures, because you're not signing anyone without selling. Yeah. Realistically.
Okay.
I'll start.
In a just and fair world.
And I'll give you a semi-realistic transfer fees for each player when you're selling. The way how I see it, respectfully, I understand what Bruno Fernandes has done for that club.
Listen, like that, bro.
Listen, it's rival rage bait. Rival rage bait, bro.
No, it's not rage bait. Let me land. Think about it.
Trying to piss you off.
Think about it. I don't know how much Bruno went for when you guys signed him. I'm assuming around the 70 to 80 million mark. Could be right, could be wrong. But what I'm hearing, Al Hilal is willing to put a bag on his head. If you ask me, you take that $30 to $40 million profit and sell him. He's 30 years old. Realistically speaking, I don't see you guys reaching any sort of European football in the next 2-3 years. By the time you reach European football, he's 33 or 34. By that time, people in his position, they lose their legs. Look at Casemiro. Look at Eriksen. My God, those guys can't run.
Please don't bring in Casemiro into this, because we've seen that Casemiro.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that. We've seen that. We said that Casemiro couldn't run, and then this season he was playing football that we haven't seen him play in 2 years. It's not about that, bro. I get what you're saying. We need money. Bruno seems like the only person in our team that has value, like at all, like genuinely. Like, I'm looking around the entire squad. The only other players that might have value, Euro and Ahmad. We're not letting either of them go. For me, my 3 signings my 3 departures that, like, I think we'll get money for, right? Anthony's gonna go.
Huh?
Anthony's gonna go.
Yes, Batiste will take Anthony in a heartbeat.
Anthony's gonna go.
You're not selling it for how much you want it. You're losing. You're in a deficit, fam.
They'd be losing with Bruno Fernandes anyways. And the problem is that they'd be losing with Bruno Fernandes anyways, because you said that Al Hilal would be willing to take him up for 30, 40. That's already
No. Al Hilal is taking him for 100.
They are. They're offering like 100 mil. They're offering like 100.
100 million.
Okay, that's my bad. But
that's like 30, 40 profit.
With Anthony, they're losing anyways, because the buy clause that they set with Batiste either way is 50 million. If I'm not,
they're losing. Anthony, that's a certified loss.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, regardless of Anthony, unfortunately, actually, I don't know what your guys' take is, but to me, it's unfortunately Garnacho is going. Garnacho
Let me finish.
Garnacho is going. Nah,
He's gone.
Right.
Unfortunately, give me a
Garnacho,
break, bro.
Yo, don't say give me a break. Garnacho is better than Martinelli. I need you to put that in your brain right now, bro. Garnacho is better than Martinelli.
It's the same side of the shit coin. It's the same shit coin, but there's two different sides.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like asking diarrhea and shit. It's like trying to differentiate.
Yo, them niggas don't even have their passports, bro. Like Martinelli's not Brazilian.
He stole a Brazilian passport, fam.
Bodie, what do you say?
I'm saying that like a comparison between like fucking Martinelli and Garnacho, it's comparing two sides of the same shit coin. It really is.
Yeah,
they're both garbage. It doesn't matter who you decide to shit on. Like,
AK's not having that. AK's not having that.
I'm having it because you understand how bad Garnacho actually is.
First place.
I've seen him play too many times. Every single time I watch him play, I feel like crying for United fans, bro. There's a reason why
Same for Martinelli.
You can't say that as an Arsenal fan that has to support Martinelli.
It's not about me having to support Martinelli. I understand Martinelli is not, he's not that guy. No, he's not that guy. Ask any Arsenal fan, they'll tell you we need a left wing upgrade. That being said, Martinelli and Garnacho in the same sentence, I'm not having it. I'm not having it, bro. Garnacho is a different type of garbage, bro. You have garbage and you have trash. He's trash.
Shit, man.
What it is? You have Garnacho, in which his only move is to collect deep on the left wing, drive forward, cut in and shoot. Regardless, whoever is there to lay off, whoever is there to put in.
I disagree.
You know what? That sounds very similar. You know, that sounds very similar to one nigga on that team that represents blue. Much shit. Much shit is complete fucking ass.
But we know that. Okay, I can't lie.
Listen, that's been known for the past.
That's been known for 2 seasons.
He hasn't played for. He's been on a ban for 5 months. He hasn't played, buddy.
He only got signed to Chelsea for Ukrainian efforts. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yo,
look at this guy.
Shout out to Chelsea for donating 100 million to Ukraine's cause.
Mute him.
Shout out Chelsea.
Simple respect moments, bro.
Yes.
Look,
man.
I don't know.
Bro.
That
okay.
Man's hiding space for a reason. My God.
Look, man. I think we need to create a list of departures, and then signings.
Listen. Mainu is gone.
Mainu's not gone.
I was going to say that. I don't think he's gone, but I think he should go.
Let me start. Okay. Garnacho is one.
Okay.
Garnacho has to leave. Garnacho, number one, he doesn't even want, I don't think he wants to be there anymore.
He doesn't.
Like, dead ass, especially with all of his like social media antics. I genuinely don't think, and especially after Wednesday, where he believes Amorim threw him under the bus.
Yeah.
After being subbed on like what, the 79th minute or the 71st minute. I don't remember when he came on. But I believe Garnacho doesn't want to be there anymore. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, Marcus Rashford. Rashford is the second most reasonable departure Manchester United could possibly.
But how much do you think Villa? Offload. How much do you think Villa are willing to pay for Rashford? Or do you think he goes abroad?
Doesn't matter because I don't believe anybody in your team other than Bruno Fernandes can make you over 40 million.
Okay.
He's going for 40.
It doesn't matter how much they want to buy him. Even if Aston Villa don't buy him, I think as of right now, if you want to sign players like, for example, Mateus Cunha, who for some reason I'm pretty sure he's still on board with joining your club.
I don't want him.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
So United fan, Cunha walks into your whole 4-3. Anywhere in that front three, he walks into.
Don't say anywhere. Ahmad is on the right. Don't say anywhere.
So it's Garnacho. Garnacho needs to go for himself and for the club. They need an improvement. Number two, Rashford, as we talked about. It doesn't matter who buys him. It doesn't matter for how much. Hopefully, you guys get a calm 20 million for him. 25 million. I don't
bro,
even know. It
Eddie
might be
Nketiah went
even
for 30,
paid
bro.
in installments.
I can't lie. Garnacho going for 20 million. You may as well keep him at the club. That one I'm not having. Garnacho needs to go for 50 million.
Garnacho may go for more.
60 M's minimum.
Sorry,
Garnacho
60?
The thing is, though, you have to understand when it comes to young players, their fees are always inflated, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're always inflated.
Yeah.
He knows box.
It's potential. They be looking at the
Yo,
for someone like Garnacho, of course his potential fee is going to be way higher than someone like Rashford, who's nearing the end of he's probably already at the end of his prime. So it's Garnacho, it's Rashford. If we're being in a fair and just universe, you would get rid of Højlund. I don't know who picks up Højlund.
please back.
I don't know.
Facts.
I don't know who
Bro,
picks up.
Every time I
That's the
watch Man
problem.
United, I actually forget that there's 11 players on the pitch.
Yep.
I don't know who picks up Højlund. That's the problem.
But Højlund.
There's a specific person. I just want to point out there's a specific person in here who backs Højlund to this day. He's I think his name starts with an N. He's right there. Hello, you want to confirm or deny? That you back a tourist up front.
Yo, grown
out there. He's
grown man backing Højlund. Grown man backing Højlund.
Højlund.
I'll let him defend
I
it.
only say Højlund is similar to a special man on the opposing team that we hate, but we give him no service, and he's very young.
Oh,
sorry, no. Let's not skip over what he just said. Did you just hear what he said? I said similar. I said similar as the opposite team. Are you referring to Man City, Erling Haaland?
What?
Both cannot dribble. Both need service. We struggle with getting the ball up top. He plays graveyard shifts.
You know what's funny? It goes back to the point that there was a meme back when they signed Højlund that they said they signed Højlund because they thought he would be Haaland because of his name. You comparing him to Haaland right now?
Oh my
God. No. I'm not comparing now. I'm saying in terms of play style.
He's very similar. You just said.
Am I wrong for saying? Am I wrong for saying that Haaland can't dribble?
Yes.
This is your brethren.
Yo. Now. I'm sorry. I have to veto what you're saying, bro. No way in God's green earth are we gonna sit here and ever say Højlund and Haaland in the same words, same
No.
same stratosphere.
People pick and choose. I said in play style, one can dribble. How does one become
successful? Haaland can pick up the ball at half, drive at players, and shoot. He's done it multiple times.
Haaland, look at him.
Don't edit.
Erling Haaland. Erling, you're telling me Erling Haaland has never dropped deep. I will show you clips. After this, I will show you clips myself. I will show you. Bro, stop. I will show you clips of Erling Haaland doing that on every team. Edit what? Edit what?
Yo, I don't want to hear Arsenal fans are more delusional than United fans ever again.
Wait, what did you guys? Wait. What name? Pause. What name did you guys hear me say? What name did you guys hear me say?
You said Haaland.
This is the one off.
Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me saying that I've seen Erling Haaland at Dortmund drive at?
He doubled back.
I'm not doubling back. Who's doubling back?
Brothers. Okay, I'll tell you. Højlund did it. Højlund did it to Galatasaray Champions League 2 years ago.
Erling Haaland and Højlund's playstyles. Don't ever in your life spit that blasphemy again. That's my point. So, if you can't agree with
it, what's Haaland? He's a killer, right? He doesn't do no dribble moves, nothing. He's a killer.
I never said anything about him doing a step over and doing an elastico. I never said that.
No, nigga. I'm saying that because I'm comparing Højlund how he plays because he's not a dribbler. He's not Xerxes. Højlund's not Xerxes. He's supposed to be our killer. He's ass.
He's supposed to be a killer. Why is he R9 if he can't put the ball in the net?
Hey,
I genuinely think Cheeto Obi Martin offers us more up front than Rasmus Højlund.
See, if I speak.
Did you watch?
Speak.
Bro, we have a small sample size, but bro,
that's youth. That's youth.
Whenever you
Don't forget, that's youth.
Okay, so what's your
I
point?
can't lie. No one's doing that. No one's doing it like him in the youth though.
No, not a single man in England is doing it like Cheeto Obi Martin in youth. So what's your point?
Youth and
Evil Saka.
Evil Saka. Oh my gosh.
Bro.
We're going left. We're going left. I'm going to reel it back in. Because we're not going to sit here and talk about Tyreek.
Lacombe is back.
Nope.
Lacombe is back.
We're not going to talk about Tyreek George here. We need to stop that.
Oh god.
3. So who are our 3? Are we saying Rasmus Højlund?
No.
English,
He's not a part of the main 3.
For Dane Scarlett. I don't know.
We talking about just getting profit too, as well, because honestly, Luke Shaw gotta go, man.
But Luke Shaw can't go
Luke Shaw?
because nobody's signing Luke Shaw for more than 10 million. Show me.
Fairs.
If you actually ask me, realistically, to get the money you guys need to sign players, it's Bruno 1, Garnacho 2, Manu 3. And that's not on ability.
Manu's not going anywhere. Manu's not going anywhere.
Why do you
They don't have a choice.
Why would
They
you
need
want
to sell him. They don't have a choice.
The issue is we don't have a choice, Bodie. That's low-key the issue.
You don't have a choice. If you want the overall team to get better, you have to sell the highest value players.
But then at the end of the day, we're gonna keep the deadwood.
That's what I'm saying.
Saying respect all your good, but keep the shit. How are you going to get better? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm not saying. This was our top 3. I'm not saying others don't go. It's top 3 gone. It's not.
Okay, fair.
And
You know what I mean?
that's 2 of the 3 players in United over the last 2 years that have actually been considered to be consistent. And
I mean, if you want to say, okay, sell Bruno, sell Garnacho, then combine the Lindelof, Luke Shaw, something else, and that's fine if you want to go that way as well.
Okay, but I think it's important to note Lindelof is gone at the end of the season confirmed. Eriksson is gone end of the season confirmed.
Yeah.
A lot of people are out of contract.
Garnacho wants to leave.
So Garnacho
He's
is
not
gone.
out of contract. He just wants to leave.
I think that all the loanees, I don't know what's going on with Sancho, but Anthony Rashford.
No, we sent him back for 5 million.
No,
Chelsea. No.
You can keep him. He's yours.
You're all done.
If I say we should keep Sancho low-key.
We don't want
If I say we should keep Sancho low-key.
Huh?
We have Esteval. We don't need him. We have Esteval.
No.
Brazilian wonder kid.
Okay. What's the second?
Can we talk about Matthias de Ligt?
Esteban was already better than Brennan
Okay,
Johnson.
Where's that one Brazilian youngster you guys signed 3 years ago? I haven't seen him on the pitch once. What's his name? Marquinhos?
Marquinhos. Right.
Where's he at?
Basically, I'm gonna break it down, bro. So we now sent him on loan. Norwich. The Norwich fans, they said he's dead. Can't do it. Take on his man. He can't. Basically, we got what Martinelli is now. That's what he is, but he's not getting better. At least Martinelli, he had a season, right? 22, 23. He was doing his thing. This guy's never done his thing, and now he's just in no man's land. He's loaned off to some random club. Like genuinely, like waste of 3 mil. But at the end of the day, when it comes to signing projects from Brazil, there's always gonna be hits and miss. Martinelli, in my opinion, was a hit. Even though he's not the best, he's average. It's calm to be average.
Yeah. Okay.
He's average. He's not not good.
Fair.
But I don't think he's like the worst. Like we made money off of him. Regardless.
Okay.
Fair. Bodie, what were you saying about? Wait, so Bodie had one more take. Bodie had one more take about the lit.
Because I didn't say my full 3. I wanted to say if somebody could pick up Højlund, then they should. I don't see how in a fair and just world, aka the one we live in right now, someone picks up Højlund. I feel that, in my opinion, Matthias de Ligt could make you some profit. Good.
Okay.
He can make you some money.
If we let de Ligt go, we have essentially no senior center backs apart from Maguire at the club anymore.
Maguire's your best. Oh, hold on. Maguire is your most useful center back.
I'm also hearing he's gone too, though.
No, he's not. He's not.
Maguire?
Maguire's not, bro.
I mean, yeah, though.
He's not. That's not true.
Maguire is their most useful center back. He is.
Yeah, and Amorim, One thing,
On his day.
maybe we'll.
in attacking.
Just slap that nigga striker and send Hoyland back to the trenches, bro. At this point.
Yo, at this point,
Like,
but when we tried that in the final, it didn't work.
All his say,
Hey, it worked against Leon. Let's be fair, bro.
even against Maguire was the one that who initiated the comeback against in the quarterfinals, was he not?
It was Menu and then
Leon?
Maguire.
And Maguire
Yeah.
with
Maguire
Leon,
got the
right?
winner,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was Maguire. I feel like Maguire is their best, is their most useful center back. In terms of defense, you could argue Lisandro Martinez. That's another person I was going to say maybe they sell. Maybe.
Injury prone.
Injury prone. Maybe. But I feel that if somebody wants to take Matthias de Ligt, simply because of his name and what he did on Ajax how many fucking years ago.
Money laundering squad.
Yeah.
Ajax 19.
Simply
laundering
because
team.
of his heroics in Ajax. If anybody wants to come up and take Matthias de Ligt, they should
Can
be
I say one
free
thing?
to do so.
We're forgetting one
Yeah.
crucial player, and maybe it will lead into the second question. So I don't want us to talk on it too much. But if there is a way, if there is a just way to get rid of Andre Onana, get him out of my club. Is it Andre? What is his name, bro? Andre's not even my name, mate. Like, my goalkeeper is the worst goalkeeper I've seen in this club's history. He is worse than Lindegaard when he was De Gea's backup. He is worse than Sergio Romero. He is worse than Victor Valdez. Onana is the worst keeper we have ever had in this club.
I take Van der Sar right now, I promise you.
I take Van der Sar at 50 over him. I just needed to say that. Yo, so
You know who I think Man United should sign?
yeah.
I think Man United should sign Kepa Arrizabalaga
Yo,
and just have
practice guy.
Please take it, please.
Yo.
I think keeper.
Take him.
What I'll say may be based. It may be, and you guys may not agree with it. I think, hold on, and he doesn't have the greatest track record, but Aaron Ramsdale, now that Southampton's been relegated, I don't think that's a bad
He's not even
shot.
wrong. He's not even wrong.
He's better than Onana.
I don't
I think he's a
that's
top 10
bad
goalkeeper
shot.
in the Prem. I mean,
I think Aaron Ramsdale.
Wait, what?
That's not
Aaron
ridiculous.
Ramsdale-
That's not ridiculous to say.
That's-
That's not even ridiculous to say because Aaron Ramsdale has been in the worst defensive sides the Prem has seen in recent years. So when you look at the teams, he's literally facing the most shots on target out of any goalkeeper in the league. When you look at the stats, he's not even wrong. Ramsdale actually just has terrible
I
defense.
don't think that's a bad shout at all. And I know his track record. I know he's been relegated, 4 times now?
I think it's
But
a good time.
listen. If you guys
I just
pay
heard
money
Aaron
with
Ramsdale
your
is a top
budget,
2
Aaron Ramsdale from Southampton should be your keeper next season. He should. I can't think of anybody else. He's a Prem-proven goalkeeper. The only reason he's not on Arsenal anymore is simply because Raya's better.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
So I believe Aaron Ramsdale as a keeper, whether it's backup, but I don't know what you guys would do with Bayindir at that point. I would say try and sell Andre Onana. I do believe. On top of that, that's cutting the wage bill for a player that he's a big name player. He's played on Inter, he's played on Ajax. I think that cutting that wage bill is the most important thing as of right now. You guys can offload people all you want. At the end of the day, you can get how much you want for them. Andre Onana is probably someone that's, I don't even know, the way that the Glazers were handing out fucking contracts, probably on 200K a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is your most paid player?
It's Casemiro.
Bruno, no?
Probably Bruno.
It's Casemiro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The next question was, do you guys believe in trusting Ruben Amorim next season? I give him one more. I give him one more.
I think let now can take this one first.
As a Manchester United fan, I've seen managers come left and right, front and back.
Pause. My bad.
Front and back is crazy.
I believe
back.
he said he heard managers come left or right, front to back. What are we talking about?
You know, I've seen managers come and go. The one thing I will respect for that rival fan to my left, AK, is that they kept a manager for so long. They let him trust the process. I'm a firm believer, at least give a manager minimum 2 years. Minimum 2 years. I want to give Amorim 1 more year.
Time out.
Yo, okay, let me see. Let the United.
No. Because I was there when my managers were getting kicked to the curb after a year. After barely 3 years. No one has a chance to build a team.
Okay,
Nobody.
I'm gonna no, chill. Let me speak on this. Let the United fans, because sometimes, like, I don't understand our fan base. I don't understand the thought process. I don't understand what goes into these type of takes. You said that you've watched our managers. You said give a manager 2 seasons. Every manager that we've had, apart from Moyes, got 3 seasons, 2.5 minimum. Every single manager. And by the end of their tenure, they showed us that they should no longer manage this club. That they didn't have what it took. Surprisingly, Ole and Mourinho are the only ones that brought us close. And that's close. They brought us to second to European finals. And we still sacked them. In no way, shape, or form, I understand this is not the Manchester United of old, but in no way, shape, or form do we sit there and allow a manager to come and tell us we have to suffer. We have to suffer. We have to sit here and suffer. There's going to be suffering. No, I'm tired of suffering. I can suffer 8th. I can't suffer 17th type of suffering. It's after tomorrow, we could be 17th as the season ends. And you're telling me I have to sit beside this manager. Somebody that shouldn't have came in the first place. You've lost your mind. You've lost your mind.
Who else? If he never came, who else would have came? If he never came, who else would we got?
Okay, wait, hold on.
I went to England.
Let me chime in on that.
Nagelsmann staying in Germany.
I just find it funny. I just want to say one thing. Listen, as a Chelsea fan, I've seen most of my time watching the team has been under Roman Abramovich. So our philosophy back then was, if we don't succeed, you sack them and you put in a new person right away. We did it with Jose the second time he left. With Antonio Conte.
We did it with Ancelotti.
First season after a failure, he won. Watch what happened just now. Napoli was 10 last season. Antonio Conte got put in 1 season. They won the chip.
Yes.
And I just find it funny how nowadays we glorialize this trust the process.
Moralize.
Sorry. Yo, hold on. Look at him. Look at him. Leave. My father's side.
This guy lost all credibility, bro.
Okay, to finish Dougie's point, Dougie's saying that from a Chelsea fan perspective, it's difficult to.
Look at him. Leave it. Keep that. Shame, man. Shame. This is a rival fan.
Yo.
I'm shocking, bro.
Yo, I'm dying.
Yo.
Hey, okay.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Okay, let's reel it back.
I'm trying to say that. What Dougie was trying to like calibrate was that he doesn't understand as to the English football fans' obsession with the process and trusting the manager and giving him time and space, especially when they fall very, very short of the team's expectations. Yeah. For example, right? Chelsea I don't even know why we signed Potter, but we signed Potter. Potter, it's we signed Potter. We finished 12th. Potter got the boot. We signed Potter to go. We
I'm
finished
so
in
sorry.
conference.
I'm so sorry.
Very
I guess I'm laughing.
and then we started locking in, and then we signed Pochettino because Pochettino wasn't good enough, and now we got Maresca, and were in a Champions League spot, or we're about to be in a Champions League spot. Doug's confusion is, for example, if you look at Arteta, right, managing Arsenal, me and Arteta have managed the same amount of trophies in the last 5 years.
Yep. Thank you for getting to the
Arsenal
point.
fans, Arsenal fans will tell you, Basaka, right? And it's insane, but you have to understand that Arsenal is at least fighting. They're not winning. They're not winning. They're not winning for shit, but they're at least fighting to get there. A team like Manchester United, who's historically one of the top two biggest clubs in England, tied with Liverpool, right? Historically speaking, should not be in the same level of football
As Tottenham Hotspur, yes.
Championship team. Oh wow. As championship,
Wow.
as people who would be beat in the championship. How do you explain? How do you explain to someone 5 years ago that Casemiro was signed for Manchester United and finished below Chris Wood and Nottingham Forest? You don't. There's a lot wrong with your club, but I think the mismatch went a lot worse. I think the mismatch went a lot worse than anyone could have anticipated. And yet you guys still managed to somehow...
Why do we pretend?
Usually, when you get a new manager, the players, they get a sense of belief. They get a sense of... They call it, the new manager's surge. Like, the points just start going up. As soon as you appoint someone, they start playing good. You guys actually regressed.
No. See, that's not correct. When Amorim came in, the first few games...
He came in at 9, you're at 17.
That's different. Across the whole season, yes. When you're talking about the new manager bounce, right? Amorim came in, right? We had those difficult run of games. Liverpool was in there. City was in there. Arsenal, I think Arsenal was in there. I can't remember. We had just played Chelsea before he came in, right? We beat City. We drew with Liverpool. And everyone in the club started having belief. And then the dip happened because Amorim, in the training sessions, whatever was going on that was making him talk like that in the interviews, was talking about how the team cannot play his style of play and that he needs players. Then we went into January, got no players except for Patrick Dorgu, and then it went downhill from there.
And the fact of the matter is,
Patrick Dorgu, wow. Anyways,
now it's like you guys are going to have to get his own players and his own ideologies. What if it fails?
Okay.
So
how's he gonna get players when he couldn't even win the Europa League final against Spurs? How? Where's the money? Show me. So next season we're gonna be in the same position. So at the end of the day, my answer to your question at the very start of this is simply no. Amorim is not the person to lead us, but I am also aware that it's not just an Amorim issue. It is a players issue. It is a board issue. It is a Sir Jim Ratcliffe issue. It is a scouting issue. It is the youth academy issue, bringing the wrong players in with the wrong attitudes. It's everyone in the club from top to bottom's issue. There's something,
and that's what Ronaldo said in his exit interview with Piers Morgan. Anyways, he said that the club was in a state of disarray, and nobody believed him because they thought he was being sore, like a sore loser, or like he brought it up. How long ago was this? 3 years now. Yeah. It's been 3 years since what he said, and I guess now we're finally seeing it come to fruition. I believe Ruben Amorim is, first of all, he's not the man. He's a very stubborn person. Mm-hmm. Like, at the end of the day, Ange Postecoglou is a very stubborn person, but at least he won something. At least he won something. For example, this is not a diss, this is not a shot either, but what I'm saying is, for example, if your manager isn't doing what he's supposed to, let him go.
Exactly.
For example,
Exactly.
a few seasons ago, we assigned Nun Esprit Santos. We got him as our manager. He was doing well at first. I remember we beat City, we beat Wolves, and we beat, I don't even know, but we were first for a period of time. After that, we lost how many games in a row? Come December, Spurs said we need to get top 4. So they sacked Nuno. They did. And they brought in Antonio Conte. And at the end of the day, they got what they need. They got Champions League football that same season. So at the end of the day, I feel like if a manager is not doing what he's supposed to do, on top of that, a manager that has the mouth like him to come out and do negativity, 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 negativity.
Exactly.
How is everything that's going to come out of your mouth negativity?
Exactly.
It's to the point that Ruben Amorim never shielded any of his players. I don't remember one time Ruben Amorim shielded any single Manchester United player throughout his tenure at the club.
Exactly.
100%, he was at a position with Sporting where he had gone unbeaten with players like Victor Gyökeres. So to go from that,
yes,
to go from Portugal to somewhere like Manchester, on top of that climate, of course you're going to be feeling a little bit depressed. But on top of that, to throw almost every single player under the bus when things aren't going right, instead of maybe I believe in my team, it's this team is shit and we know it.
Yeah,
how is a player?
That's my issue.
How is a player supposed to do that? Mind you, Ange Postecoglou is in the same boat as Ruben Amorim. Ange Postecoglou has never once thrown a player under the bus. Ange Postecoglou invited all the media hate towards himself. It was to the point I couldn't go on a media outlet, Sky Sport, Men in Blazers, The Athletic, without somebody slandering Ange Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou took all the hate towards himself.
That's a leader of men. That's a leader of men.
Ruben Amorim is doing the exact opposite. And on top of this, he's being completely arrogant, and on top of that, he's being stubborn. He won't change his style of play to fit the players that he already has now. He thinks, look at me, I was with Sporting, we went unbeaten for this period of time.
And to add on to that, he literally said when he came in that he cannot play the same type of football he played at Sporting. But then he proceeded to play the same type of football that he played at Sporting with the wrong players. So again, what is Amorim cannot make up his mind, number one. Number two, I think it's just a thing where everyone in the club is tired of seeing the same players survive multiple managers. I see that point of view as well, right? But at the end of the day, it's the main reason why Ten Hag lost it by the end was throwing players under the bus. Sancho, Varane, Casemiro. We remember this, right? Amorim did it on a 10 scale.
You can make an argument that the players are also to blame, but you have to see the squad. You guys are not 16th, 15th, 17th bad, bro.
Exactly.
Look at the talent. Bruno, Ahmed, Menu. Is that 17th, 15th bad?
Garnacho.
He's not playing the type of football.
Come on, bro.
He's not playing the type of football. He's not playing the type of football that Manchester United need to be playing. He's playing his own type of football to prove something to. I don't know if he's trying to prove something to Ratcliffe. I don't know if he's trying to prove something to the Glazers. I don't understand who proves something to. He's leaving off players that he knows could benefit Manchester United. Could you imagine the twinkle in my eye when I looked at the starting lineups for Wednesday and I noticed Kobe Mainoo was not starting? Can you imagine my joy?
What did I say? Dougie and now, what did I say? The fact that Kobe Mainoo comes on in the 88th, 89th minute in a Europa League final, in which he is quite literally one of the biggest reasons why we even got there in the first place. He's been fit. He came back from injury 2-3 months ago, and he's been sitting on the bench every game since.
I would even postulate, I would even push the agenda that Manu is your clutchest player.
Yes.
So the fact that he was sitting on the bench in your biggest final in years.
And we saw what he did in the final last year. And we saw what he did in the FA Cup final last year.
Temi knows that I'm a huge Manu fan. So to ponder my eyes upon the team sheets, I already knew what my team was going to look like. To be honest, Richarlison in left wing was a little bit startling at first until the match started. But the thing is, when I saw the team sheet and I saw Kobe Mainoo was on the bench, mind you, Tottenham Hotspur already had a very, not a very strong midfield. Lucas Bergvall, who I would say has been our best midfielder this season, is injured. Madison, our most creative outlet, is injured. So I thought at the end of the day, it's going to be a battle of the midfields. And they're not even playing one of their better midfielders.
And
it doesn't make any
Amorim
sense.
decided to play two so-called workhorse midfielders instead of playing technical midfielders and forcing Bruno to then play in the 8. And Bruno had the worst game of the season. He had his worst game this season.
In my personal opinion, you can sack anyone you want, bring in anyone you want. Nothing is going to change, bro. It's at the top, bro. That's the biggest issue here, bro. How many managers are coming since Ferguson, bro? No prems.
Many.
And the thing is, you keep sacking
been
managers
what?
because, oh, we're United. We have standards. But it's been, what, 12 years? Do you deserve to have standards anymore? That's the question. You really need to ask yourself.
Arsenal fan telling a Man United fan to have standards for trophies, man.
Listen, bro, I'm self-aware.
To be fair, you've been winning the FA Cup. You've been winning the FA Cup, though. So shout it.
At the end of the day, we haven't won a Prem. It's going to be 21 years after this season, bro.
Damn.
But here's the thing, right? If Arsenal say, yo, if we don't win, this is the reason why Mikel Arteta is still our manager. When we were down in the dumps during lockdown, 2021 to be specific.
Oh my god!
When the Arteta out crowd was the loudest it was, bro.
Arsenal. Bro, I'd help you guys.
How could we have deserved to sack Arteta, bro? Because what? He didn't win the league. Wenger didn't win the league for how many years?
But there's a massive difference. There's a difference between
bro.
No, there's a difference between deserve to winning your thing was Arteta showed you a style of play.
Adjusting.
He showed you suffering, but it wasn't 17th suffering. That is the bottom line.
No, I understand that. But here's my thing though. My main point isn't about the managers and what they're doing. My point is that I don't think there is a single manager on planet Earth that can make United win the Premier League or the Champions League. Genuinely. That is my belief. Until either your owners change or they just change their mentality, it's never going to happen, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
We've been seeing it every single year. I told you at the beginning of the year, bro. I know you were agreeing with me, but when we were talking to those other United fans, bro, I was telling you, I was like, bro, this Amorim guy, he's going to come in. It's going to be the same thing every single season. Oh, look at this guy. He's going to change. He's going to change everything. He's not like those other managers in the past. Like I'm telling you, even when the new owners, Ineos came in, it was the same thing. Oh, we have new owners now. They're serious. It's not really the Glazers anymore. Things are going to change. And here we are again, trying to sack another manager for the exact same thing we've been doing for the past 12 years, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It has to start from the top and then we go down, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
This rinse and repeat method that we attempted to do since Sir Alex has been gone is not the answer.
So what do we think?
To say,
but what do we think we can?
Because us fans, right? We believe that, like you niggas just said earlier, this new manager boost or whatever, right? You'll get a good run of games. It happens to Ten Hag. I get that, but that runs out dry soon. We need to be. I can't believe I'm saying this, right? We need to have patience. We're not who we are before. We are not who we are before. There was this one take that I heard on TikTok from a Man United fan that made so much sense. We're like, like the high school girl that thinks that she's bad, and then past high school, we still think we have that type of aura. Brother, we're not them. We're not that anymore. We're not that anymore.
God.
We need to realize.
That's a yellow card.
We are not 2008 Man U. We are not that Man United team. We can't just flip the switch. We can't flip the switch and go back and be great. It's going to take time, whether we like it or not. So why not build a foundation?
The only thing you guys can do, bro, the only thing you guys can do genuinely as fans is to stop buying tickets, protest every single day outside. Your owners need to go, bro. You have to find a way to get rid of them, bro. Even if you have to, bro, take them to court, something, bro. Like, Get them in prison. I don't know what you need to do, bro. The
Go
Glazers
to
need
go to Qatar and beg them to
Arsenal.
slide back.
I'm sorry
Go
for
to
United
Qatar and beg them
to
to
succeed.
slide.
Qatar
Bro,
will slide
the
back,
Glazers
and the
have to
owners
go.
will still say no.
You know,
Anyway,
in a mythical world, in a world, in a whole different universe, we sack Amorim and we can somehow have Xabi Alonso. But that's not reality. There is no other manager in this world right now we could just fire and apparently get a boost from and be great. There's none.
You
We need
wouldn't
to
wouldn't
build
take
Who's on the market, bro?
Can't lie, bro.
yeah, who's on the
Sign
market.
Shabby, bro.
Who?
And stop buying out these managers' clauses, bro. You
yeah.
keep doing the same thing. Oh, we're gonna bring him in, so let's just pay for the rest of his contract to terminate it, and bring him in, and then sack him and pay him again. How much money have you guys lost just from paying managers to leave their clubs
Managerial
to come to you?
I'm
signings.
pretty sure.
And paying them
I'm
to
pretty sure
leave,
we
bro.
paid 10 mil to get Amorim. Pretty
Yeah.
sure. Maybe 12 million.
You did.
Like, bro.
And
Like,
how much are you gonna have to pay him now if you want to get rid of him? Similar amount, bro.
Signed Amorim
Similar
for
amount.
as much as we signed a player,
Right.
Patrick Dorgu, for. My God.
Well, we should have started this at the beginning, but the final topic was
Nigga.
your honest opinion on this year's season.
team, you want to start?
This is the worst season that I'm turning 21 soon. I was a young child watching United. 08, I was only 4. Even 2013, I was relatively young. This is the worst season I've seen since David Moyes. I remember Moyes' first season, the way I would cry. And I was crying at us finishing 7th and losing in the quarterfinals to Bayern Munich. Now, I'm 20. We have had no success since that, barring Mourinho's mini treble winning season, that nonsense, whatever, right?
Carabao Community Shield.
We are 17th in the Premier League. 16th, 17th by the time this comes out if we lose to Villa, which we will lose to Villa. There's no other answer. This is the worst experience a football fan can ever. We are the worst team in the Premier League that's staying up. That's it.
You know, let me tell you guys what my 3 weeks was supposed to be like before Wednesday. You know, Wednesday, we win the Europa League. I turned 22 yesterday. I was going to enjoy my birthday. I go ahead, talk shit. Nottingham beats Chelsea 2-0. We go ahead, go to Betis and Chelsea. Betis 3-1 stunner. Anthony masterclass. Then I go ahead and see
You're
PSG
just talking about a Chelsea
in
hate
Milan.
watch right now, nigga.
And then we go and see PSG beat Inter Milan. That was my 3 weeks where I had planned. It all went to shit when we lost on Wednesday.
And it's gonna get to
But
more shit tomorrow.
But you know what's crazy? That's been our year. That's been our year. Shit. We are 17th, about to be 17th in the Premier League. It's unfathomable. I don't think even you rival fans can even understand this level of pain, except Tottenham right now. Except they won.
We're good. We're the Champions League, man.
We're good.
Except they won.
Trophy, Champions League. We get
They got the
League
trophy.
money.
They won.
We're good.
But rivals have never seen this low level in the Prem. But I have to experience this on my 22nd birthday. I can't believe it.
I think the thing that settled in, like, because I took a lot of days to, like, actually think about what happened. Like, even after streaming it, people were calling me left and right. Like Spurs fans coming out of hiding. Like, I was hearing it from Arsenal fans who should low-key be sadder that Spurs have a European trophy over them, but they still were calling me. Bro, at the end of the day...
Yo, I love Arsenal's trades, man.
Either way, we were getting clowned, bro. So we're just gonna take what we can get you.
Yeah,
You know what I
fair. But, like, at the end of the day, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, this is the first time in my life that I'm going to be watching United start a Premier League season with no European football.
Mm-hmm.
They added the
I have to
Conference
wait.
League. and we are not in the Conference League.
They gave us an extra spot in our own league for Champions League. We are not even there.
Nottingham Forest are in a European spot, and I'm watching my club.
Nottingham Forest. They have 3 Champions Leagues from the Stone Age. Respect
right?
Nottingham Forest.
And I'm watching my club argue about whether Luke Shaw is a disgrace to a defender, whether Maguire should play striker over Højlund, whether Bruno is it's time for him to go, whether Amorim should be our manager. Like, there's so much toxicity, and it's like, I think all these things, but I don't even know how to like express them. And now we're just here waiting to see what happens in preseason. The only shining lights I see that's gonna stay at the club is Euro.
I've been, to be honest, I was like in Temi's position. I was in Manchester United's position. To be honest, I was in because you have to remember, we're both in the we literally had probably the same season.
Yep.
Except
but
you
like
beat us 4
the
times.
make or break. Yeah, we did beat you 4 times. But the make or break.
My God. Wow. The mighty Spurs beat you guys 4 times. Wow.
The make or break for both of our seasons was the Europa League final. And to be honest, again, both of our managers under scrutiny over and over and over again. I couldn't go a game without seeing someone in Lily White getting injured. I couldn't. We had the most injuries in the Premier League this season. We've only played 8 games with our starting center backs. 8 games. Out of 38, 8 games. Our midfield was dead. Our strikers, both Richarlison and Dominic Solanke, dead. Our captain, Son Heung-min, injured. Our backup, Wilson Odobert, was injured. Our backup, fucking Timo Werner, injured. The amount of injuries.
Respect Champions League winner Timo Werner.
All right, bro.
The amount of injuries that we had suffered this season, I'm pretty sure that I've never seen another team sustain injuries like this before. And what really pissed me off is the media didn't talk about it. The media never brought up the injury crisis from Spurs. And the thing is that Spurs have always had a dodgy medical staff. They have. The thing is that no one seems to talk about it because Spurs lose. Oh, it's just Spurs. Lads, it's Tottenham. I remember against Elfsborg, we had to field 5 youngsters in a must-win game in the Europa League, even to get to the round of 16. We had to field youngsters, 5 youngsters. The fact of the matter is that we had a hard season, and a lot of people won't talk about it. Our manager was on the brink of being sacked. If he had got eliminated at any point in time from the Europa League, Ange Postecoglou would not be Spurs manager. There's always been a debate going on. Would you rather take 17th and a trophy, or would you take like top 4? The fact of the matter is
no. It's 17th with the trophy or 2nd with 0.
Okay, 17th with the trophy or 2nd with 0. To be honest, I'm so glad that we are in the position of 17th with the trophy. Because the way that Ange Postecoglou
I hate it like 6 years with absolutely nothing to show in my list.
This isn't even a diss to Arsenal. I'm not here to diss Arsenal at all.
I never mentioned their name. I don't know.
The stigma around the Tottenham Hotspur Football Club was that we are a club that couldn't win anything. We would go to finals and we would bottle it. We were Spursy. Even in 17th place, we've won a European trophy. That is the most important thing that is since 2008. Won a Champions League final. We didn't get anything from that. In fact, after the Champions League final, Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, it broke apart. Pochettino was fired into the 2020 season. Players were leaving. Dele Alli's form declined. We finished 8th after a Champions League final. As Ange Postecoglou put it perfectly, the only way we could change Tottenham Hotspur Football Club was by winning something. To eradicate that stigma. To eradicate it. I'm seeing trophies of Son Heung-min hugging and kissing a trophy that I didn't even know that I would live to see. Club legend Son Heung-min.
I just want to say, you guys allowed this to happen, by the way. We have to sit and listen to this. You guys allowed this to happen today. We could have been here still laughing, still smiling, let you guys have your Europa while we laugh at Spurs, But now we have to sit here and shut up. Just want to say.
Be great. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.